right into it with all the niceness, the formalities. Bump that. Gucci, what are you doing? You're out of line. You're canceled.
Prada, canceled.
Super canceled. Moncler, beyond canceled.
Benito.
With the whole blackface. What is it with these brands? This blackface, this blatantly disrespect. Why is it always around this time? Black History Month. This happens like every 2 to 3 years. It's like everybody in the boardroom just loses their mind. And somehow or another, this crazy racist foolishness that slips through the cracks. How does it happen? Why does it happen?
I think how it happens is, one, we allow it to happen. We continue to spend money on these companies when we have more than consumer power. Now, if you're a Caucasian individual, you watching this, Latino, whatever like that, you watching this, it's a fact. Black people, African Americans have over 30% of spending power in this country. And what are we spending on? Gucci, Prada,
consistently
Fendi,
name dropping, Nike, Adidas, they're not exempt.
Everything.
Like,
we buy. We buy. We don't never invest. So when some of this happens,
see, this is where I look at both sides of the coin. What it is we don't produce heavy. We're heavy consumers, but we don't produce.
Yes.
But our influence alone, even without us producing, that should give us some sort of leverage, and it should let these companies see, okay, if this is my biggest consumer, if this is my biggest influence, maybe I shouldn't do anything to offend them. Maybe I should be putting money into their communities to help them.
We don't invest. But I think we don't invest in our black businesses.
Now, I agree with that.
So that's what I'm saying. So like, shout out Killer Mike. If you haven't seen it, go watch a new Netflix series called
Trigger Warning.
Trigger Warning.
And all of his current press run right now is amazing.
Yeah.
Some might say it's a little repetitive. I don't think so, because each different venue that he's going to, he drops gems, whether it be V103, whether it be the Breakfast Club, whether it be the Joe Rogan podcast. If you have the time, it's 3 hours, but it's an amazing 3 hours. All of it. He's dropping gems on like how the black community can empower themselves, how the brown community can empower themselves, not just black, but minorities as a whole.
Right.
And don't ever like get it twisted and on some racist stuff or whatever, but it's just empowering your people who have consistently been oppressed. And at this point, it's time for us to do something.
Make sure you watch the first episode. For 3 days, he had to live black. I mean, black from black businesses. They get produce from black farms, all that stuff.
All black produce,
all
everything.
Black, everything. It's a good one. So that's my point. Master P actually be trying people to invest into his stuff. He has some stuff coming straight from Italy. It's black produced and everything. But people don't even look at it.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I think it's a bigger issue, but you know what it is though? I think these brands, they have such a history and they have such a ingrained mindset of not being attainable. So then when the black dollar does get the opportunity to attain it, it's something to behold and be glorified. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because I mean, I'm guilty of it, you're probably guilty of it.
Right.
But at the same time, we have to look at our own production, we have to look at our own businesses. And if we are the influence, if we are their culture, then people need to start reinvesting in that, and we need to start reinvesting.
Shout out to Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton. It's a few actually. If you a Cold Wall, Anwar Carrots, there's a whole bunch. Virgil.
Virgil. Shout out to
Jerry
Virgil.
Lorenzo. So I mean, they're Off-White. The whole.
But the difference is though, Gucci, Prada, Moncler. Shout out to Fendi. They haven't done nothing yet, but Chanel, even Louis Vuitton. Like it's dope, but they're historic brands.
They have historic, but they all. I hate to say it, even the brands we named that are dope, they always have their moment where they do something crazy. My only thing is, if we're gonna cancel these brands like Gucci, Prada, Moncler, and whoever else is doing, I don't Ed Hardy, Von Dutch, remember? If we're gonna cancel those brands, we really have to stick to it and actually cancel those brands.
We're not gonna cancel them.
At least let them see how much our impact really is.
We're not canceling them
on their bottom line and their profit margin. Because if not, it's kind of pointless.
Give it 2 months. Gucci be back.
I mean, I hope not. If everybody is familiar with T.I., he did a thing on his Instagram and his Facebook and all that, his medium outlets. And he said everybody just stopped for 3 months. And honestly, I don't think it's too outrageous to stop for 3 months. Is the need to stunt really that like great?
It is.
That you just can't stop buying.
Okay, so I'm
promoting.
I'm gonna throw you a devil's advocate.
If Young Draco, aka Soulja Boy, can do it, which he did announcing on Instagram, anybody can do it. He made a living off the Gucci model.
Yeah. Okay, so let's backtrack. Right? I'm gonna throw you a devil's advocate. Me and you at our age think it's like this. The 15-year-old the 14, 16-year-old, they don't even know what blackface means. Remember, education, being educated about our history and our culture has not been privy to these. So we know what it means, but that 14-year-old know what Gucci means. He know what like his thing is double G. I don't care what you're talking about right now.
But you know what I want though? This is gonna be super duper devil's advocate on a whole nother like wavelength.
Right.
Now this is like on some weird crazy sneaker stuff. Just to remind that. I really want like Phil Knight, Tinker Hatfield, or like somebody from Adidas that's up there. I want them to get like blatantly disrespectful and out of line one day. And you're like, why would you want that? Because I want resale to come down. I want any and everything I always want. Since y'all canceled everything.
You want to be able to walk in the store? I'll take it.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I want to go to StockX after all the prices have gone down. Be like, I'll take those.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what we need to be getting out of pocket.
They're not getting out of pocket. They know. We waiting. As soon as you say something,
See, Nike out here supporting Cap and all that. No, I want the tapes to come out where they were just using the N word like it was his last.
He want Red Octobers for $29.99.
That's what I need you guys to cancel. Until then, I get it. It is crazy. Don't get me wrong. I think it's crazy. But like you said, I think it's gonna be ongoing until
we'll see what happens.
Everybody wakes up and
we'll see what happens.
You know,
we'll see what happens. But we want to put it out there though. That's crazy. It's just crazy. But switching subjects, what you got on today, my guy?
So today I kept it kind of light. Timberland beanie. The shirt I want to say is Aeropostale. Cotton on pants. Stance socks. Adidas white mountain earrings. No real hype on them when they first dropped they were, but now at the moment, not so much, but they're still dope. Super cozy boys with the boots. Go ahead.
So simple. I really downplayed they real simple. Dad hat. You find at Spencer's. Polo thermal. It's cold here. Supposed to snow. Levi green jeans. One of my favorite colors. Real comfortable. And Air Max 95. If you don't know why this is important, go watch episode 2. This guy, and he still doesn't have another pair.
That's it. One pair. That's all I need. All I need is one mic. Worth the nine. But now that I happen to have looked at it, Joe, your socks is horrible.
They are.
This is one of the most important things when putting together your fit, people.
I was slipping today. I was slipping.
Always. Oh, see, this is how sick it gets for me. I have the infamous sock bucket. The sock bucket has caused many of heartache in my home. Yes, I hoard the socks. Fits, people. Fits. Look at the fits, man. That's all I'm saying. Socks.
No, normally, if you can watch the episodes, you'll see
the socks are important.
My socks be on. Today, I was slipping.
He was slipping.
And he wanted to bring out a sock bucket.
Socks.
Not the other episodes, he ain't want to bring out no sock bucket.
Socks.
There was no sock bucket till this episode.
Socks.
Craziness.
It's important for you to have dope socks. And the reason I say that is for two reasons. One, it's just part of the fit, right? Like,
yes.
You start from the top, you go down to the bottom. Of course, it's a sneaker show. We talk about sneakers. You want your sneakers wrapped around something dope. Secondly, I don't know how you guys wear your pants or what kind of pants you guys wear. I'm an old man at this point. I'm really, really into the dad pants. The extra cuff. Sometimes I get ridiculous with the cuff. If your socks are going to be shown, make sure they're dope. That's all I'm saying.
One day.
That's all I'm saying.
I'll take my L for the day, guys. I can take it. So real talk, socks are important. Today I'm just wearing some basic polo socks, nothing big, and I usually have some different colors and stuff. So he got me today. Also, we want to talk about a lot of sneaker releases are coming up. This is All-Star Week. If you don't remember, it's All-Star Week this year's All-Star Weekend. I should say it's gonna be in Charlotte. So starting off, we're gonna have on Thursday. It's going to be the UNC One Patents. So it's Valentine's Day.
Friday, Turbo Greens.
Friday, the Turbo Green ones.
GR for those out there like going crazy for them.
Yeah.
Dope shoe, don't get me wrong. I love my ones like anybody else. But Turbo Greens are supposed to be a GR. They should be a little bit everywhere. Shouldn't be too hard to get.
Nike Air Infrared 6s, $200.
I'm going to need that, but I don't know if I need it for the 200. I think I might wait till they go down. Because that's another release that's going to be flooded. But I need them just off the simple fact that I need them. So they will happen.
Yeah, they definitely. I need a pair just because Nike Air on the back, Infrared 6. Who don't love Infrared 6? Just being honest.
Honestly, every time they drop, I've copped just because I need it. You know, it's one of those shoes you can rock it, you can stock it. It's just good to have in the archives.
What else? Oh, so next week, first week of Supreme is next week, or is it this week? I think it's actually it's this week, the first week of Supreme. So beware about that.
Yeah.
I think it's this week, so beware about that. It's a lot of different collabs. They're collabing with KAWS, Bape, Levi, Rolex,
Rollies,
North Face, Gore-Tex as usual. So they got a lot of different collabs coming.
Yeah. Slipknot.
And
I don't know if you guys from the 90s remember that band
Slipknot.
Yeah.
And this is gonna take us to another segment. They also collaborate with Jeff Koons, which brings us to our art piece for the day.
Boom. So I want to say maybe 2 weeks ago, I had the privilege of going to Chicago. I went to the MCA Museum and a few other places, and I was able to get from the museum the micro Jeff Koons balloon, the blue version. I believe it comes in blue, pink, green, and like a yellowish goldish version. I was able to get the blue one, not to be confused with all the other ones that are out there that you might see at random places. It has a little etched in stamp so you know it's official. There's a little something dope. Speaking of MCA, June, the June time frame, I want to say it's the first week, June 8th, June 9th-ish, give or take. The Virgil Abloh show will be happening at the MCA. It'll be a showcase with him, a lot of his works, his early career, everything that he's done up until now. I spoke to a couple of people there. They said Takashi Murakami will have a piece of the exhibit also, as well as Kanye. Of course, everybody loves Ye.
Yeezy.
So it should be dope. I would say definitely check it out. If you do get a chance to go down there, or go up there technically for us.
Yeah.
Check it out, go see what they got, and guess what will be dropping as an MCA exclusive only?
Boom, 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 boom.
It will be the off-white ones, the blue ones, similar to how the MoMA edition was the black one with the silver swoosh. That was at the MoMA only. The MCA will also have their own version, which will be all blue, and it'll be exclusive to the museum itself. It will be the only place you can cop, to my understanding. I don't know if there will be an overseas release, but if there is, we'll know, we'll see. But most definitely, I will be in the building. I definitely will be going out there.
I may go, not sure yet. Different people have different connections.
It is what it is sometimes. Maybe if your socks was better.
So, switching gears again to music. 21 Savage.
It's a knife. It's a knife. It's a bloody knife. I've got lots of scrapes.
I don't think it's right. They say it's because he switched the lyrics in a lot. That's why they came after him. Because here's my thing, right? I'm going to say this. You've been robbing, shooting, in the criminal arrest record since 06? You could have been came and got me.
I have a lot of different questions and concerns about this whole scenario. First and foremost, I think this had to be an industry secret. Because how are we all just not finding out that he's from the UK? I'm not going to say he hid it. I just like, how is this ever...
You see the Breakfast Club when Charlamagne was like, well, I thought it was a secret. He was talking about his father. His father was a doctor of some sort. He said, I thought it was a secret. But nobody knew he was British.
But how does that slip through the cracks so long to the point where it is breaking news? That's number one.
They say the industry plant. That's what they're saying.
Okay, that's number one. Number two, I don't follow the guy's like whole life history and story and all that. Right. He did blow up rather fast, and I guess you could say 4 or 5 years into the game. But listening to everything that he's done, how old is he? Is he actually 22, 23?
He's like 25, 6.
Okay, even
when he came in, I think he was like 23, something like that.
Okay, even looking at his age, and just like from what we heard from his lyrics to now, to his interviews, I strongly feel that as soon as he hopped off the plane from the UK, he was like, take me to your nearest trap. I gotta hurry up and get this thing going. Because like,
but this is 05, 06 when
he just started trapping and killing.
His visa expired when he was 12. His visa expired when he was 12.
Okay, at 12. So if he's in the country 12,
that's
13.
my point. And he when he first came out, he was a blood. He got his shootouts. He's been arrested. So you go through the whole system.
But again,
and they say we don't know.
But again, are you fresh off the plane? into the shootout? Like, how does this happen?
So basically, what they were saying was he at 12, 13 the visa expired, but he was in Atlanta.
He got off the plane. He was like, "Take me to your nearest track, please." I don't get it.
But he been in Atlanta. He's in Atlanta.
And I get it. I totally get it.
I just understand if you going if you arrest me, all my shit come up. Excuse me for cursing, but everything if you get arrested, everything comes up.
How?
So you mean to tell me you couldn't see a passport or a visa? I'm sorry, not passport, but a visa that was expired. You didn't see that. But as soon as he go with Jimmy Kimmel and change his lyrics to some positive stuff about still talking about the Flint water crisis, still talking about the immigration, they holding kids that's still dying that we're not talking about. When he says all these things, the next day or 2 days later, he's arrested.
I guess, man.
Well, Jay-Z's paying for his lawyer like he did for Meek Mill.
He is paying for his lawyer. Honestly,
so, I don't know.
I guess the ongoing stuff with the situation is there was a loaded gun in the car.
Yeah. So
on and so forth. So hopefully, prayerfully, like this is a situation he can get out of.
He said he was on some and there was a loaded gun in the car.
So it's just a lot, but no pun intended. But
a lot.
It's just a lot, but. I don't know.
But who says that we're playing? Like we just at this point, I don't know anything.
But see, everything is just coming together so fast and so
But that's
crazy.
my point. They're trying to deport somebody who literally. If I've been here, I'm 26. I made millions in your country.
That one threw me for a loop too. Like I've made millions for at least
paid taxes.
The last 2 to 3 years, I've paid taxes. How has none of this ever been an issue before?
Crazy.
But,
so. Y'all comment below. Let us know what you think about the situation. Also, the Grammys is tonight. Kendrick, J. Cole, Drake.
I feel like I'm missing somebody. Ariana Grande.
It's
for a different reason though. But
yeah, it's a
those
lot of
artists.
All of those, they got 20 nominations between all of them. They're not performing the Grammy. They're boycotting the Grammys or something of that nature. But guess who's showing up?
He's lit.
Your boy Travis Scott.
First and foremost, Travis is for the people. I don't care what you say about him being with the Kardashian. I don't care what you say about him performing at the Super Bowl. I think it is dope because he is of this generation. His message, 95% of the times, is pure positivity, pure energy, pure just trying to get out, have a good time. Rage is what he calls it. It's just coming alive, man. For that, I appreciate it. All the other politics here, there, and whatever, I get it. If you look at the Super Bowl performance, yeah, he performed when others didn't, but he made them donate $500,000 to inner city youth and different charities. I think it's dope because a lot of people did it. I'm curious to see what Adam Levine and Maroon 5 did.
Let's scratch all this, right?
I think it's dope.
Why haven't we started our own awards? I'm not talking about the BET Awards. I'm talking about why haven't we started our own.
I think it's money. I think it's politics.
We got the money.
We do, but we don't.
No, we do.
See, now you get me on my Kanye rant. It's the infrastructure. It's not the basic.
Okay. Take Jay-Z.
Okay.
Take Diddy.
Okay.
Tyler Perry.
Okay.
Oprah. Because they're all running the same circle.
Now we're talking. But here, everybody you just named, for whatever reason, outside of Diddy and Jay, they're gonna have some sort of creative difference. Like Oprah, the award show would be so super sanitized, hip hop wouldn't even be a category. And that's the most influential type of music at this current time in history.
If you take Oprah out and put somebody else saying, all I'm saying is Jay-Z had his brunch. He's had his brunch. You look at the brunch picture, it's Jay, Diddy, Meek. I'm not saying everybody. If everybody could, Jay and B could be the front runners for real.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Then you could throw Diddy be a front runner.
Wait a minute. We're having this weird conversation. And I happen to remember this little brand he tried to start. He did start, but nobody wanted to mess with it. It's called Tidal. You heard of it? Yeah, it's weird.
Title's still going though.
It's still going, but nobody really wanted to be on board with it. They did the whole press thing.
Because everybody wanted to switch over to Apple Music was already.
Your people don't want to support their own.
So this brings me to my point.
And that kills me.
All right, remember
that hurts me.
Remember the 1990s? I know y'all like they old. The 1990s. Will Smith and them boycotted Grammys.
Yeah, a lot of most of the hip hop category.
And they won the Grammys one year. Like they won the Grammy, they boycotted. Will Smith won for a Grammy, but he boycotted because he was like he didn't feel like they was preaching to black people. So all I'm saying, guys, African Americans, minorities, everything, we can start our own stuff. We don't have to keep with the same tradition. This is what kills me. All the knowledge we have now between Google, YouTube, and all this, we keep doing the same thing. We don't have to go to the Grammys.
True.
We can start out.
True.
You know what's crazy? I told somebody 2 years ago, and this is a little off subject about the NFL. They started a new league It's a new league started. I said, why couldn't we start a? You realize you take all the not trying to sound racist or anything like that, but you realize you take all the African American players out, there's no NFL.
Absolutely, 1,000%.
And they just started a new league. They just started a new one.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you could have.
It can be done.
We just don't take us. I don't think we like to take ourselves seriously. Tell me that I'm wrong because we don't have anything. We don't have no. We have stuff but we don't even have.
We don't have it on a larger scale, but I think that's due to investment. I think that's due to infrastructure.
Right.
I think that's due to the brands that quote unquote we're competing against. They've been established. Like, we'll go back to fashion for a hot minute. You look at the Burberrys. You look at the Gucci's.
Right.
You look at the Louis Vuitton, Chanel's. We're literally talking about 120, 100-year-old brands that have made their money like hundreds of times over, that are so rooted into like psychology and society that it's very, very, it's tough to really compete with that.
But it's not tough
But it's not saying.
All right, give me an example. I'm keep bringing up Jay-Z because right now Jay-Z's trying to lead some type of charge, and Jay-Z right now has such a voice. He could have been starting a company. To be honest with you, he had Rockaway, but he sold it. But I'm sorry, he could have made Rockaway to something.
But I think we have to get into that space before we can really start to move stuff and make change. Like Oprah had to do what she had to do to get that 2 to 3 to 4 billion to be in the space where she can.
But Jay-Z worth $600 million though.
Now,
but what are they doing?
Tyler Perry had to put on the dress.
What are they doing for the culture? I'm not talking about the slave movies. I'm talking what they doing for the culture. What they doing for the inner city kids? Oprah opened up school in Chicago.
But she's opened a few schools though.
In Chicago? No, outside the United States. And
I don't know.
I'm sick of this.
You know what though?
I'm sick of this.
I don't know.
Diddy opened up charter school. Shout out to Diddy. LeBron opened up a school, but
say you look at the African American History Museum down here, DC, right?
Yeah.
One of the biggest sponsors / donors is Oprah.
They could have done way better. Don't even start on that. That's whole different.
That's not that bad. It's actually kind of sweet. I'm not gonna lie, it's sweet.
It's not. It could be a lot better.
More exhibits could be added, but it's sweet though.
All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, we have so many excuses, but not enough results. We are too smart, and this is for minorities. Too smart. Just like for example, how do you let kids stay in the immigration center? And we it's like modern day slavery to a certain degree. So when these brands come with blackface and when you sit up here and you see all these different things, it makes me upset. So I look at it from the standpoint of this: LeBron opened up a school.
Facts.
In his side, Diddy working on his second charter school.
Facts.
Oprah worked in Chicago.
See, I can't say what she did or didn't do because I have not done the research, and I don't ever want to misspeak.
This I would say.
I know the schools that she has opened for a fact, and yes, they have been overseas. They have been in Africa.
She said she opened it over there because for a reason, but I'm saying I haven't heard her do any. I don't know. I will research, but I haven't heard anybody. You usually hear something.
Just like MJ, and this kills me. And when everyone says MJ does this, MJ doesn't do this, MJ's for a privatized prison, and I'm really gonna show my age. You remember the show Ghost Rider?
Yeah.
All right, so Ghost Rider. If you ever watch the show.